Welcome back to For the Record with CMC Neptune. This week, we're spotlighting one of the greatest rock bands of all time, Queen. Oscar joins me to dig into everything Queen, our history with the band, our favorite Queen moments, and of course, our top 10 Queen songs. And then after the ranking, we're introducing a new segment where Oscar and I test our blind ranking skills in a fun new game. Thank you for tuning in for episode 9 of For the Record with CMC Neptune. Let's get into it. And we're back. My name is Drew Rourke. This is For the Record with CMC Neptune. And joining me today is Oscar Saravia. Oscar, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a minute since I was here. It has been a minute.
What was the last episode you did? Was it the bracket video?
It was the World Cup video.
World Cup video, that's right. Yeah, we did the World Cup. Made our squad. Well, today we've got you for Queen. I'm very excited about this one. Great topic. I think this one will be interesting. So let's get right into it. Who is Queen? I wrote down just a brief history of Queen. Very narrow. It's not going deep, but I just wanted to kind of set the table for who Queen is.
Okay.
So it started when Brian May and Roger Taylor were in a band in the 70s. The band was called Smile in London. And Freddie Mercury was a fan of theirs, and they became friends. And when their lead singer left the band, Freddie joined. This is in 1970, and they named themselves Queen. So that's the start of Queen. The band members of Queen are Freddie Mercury, Brian May, Roger Taylor, and John Deacon. Those are the big four. They released their first studio album in 1973, titled Queen. They went on to release 15 albums over their time together, which is pretty unbelievable. And they sold an estimated 250 to 300 million records worldwide. That's insane. That's a lot. So they're one of the biggest bands ever, one of the most famous bands ever. And I wanted to get into our history with the band. So I'll start with you. When did you first hear Queen? Did you grow up with Queen? What's your history with the band?
So, I'm not going to lie, dude. I heard of Queen, of course, growing up. Mm-hmm. But when it really, went to the next level was right after the movie or during the movie time.
Yeah.
My dad was is a huge fan of Queen. And I remember listening to a couple of songs with him, but as soon as the movie came out, mm-hmm. I cannot tell you the amount of times we've watched it together. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure he has watched it alone even more times.
Yeah.
So right after that is when I started digging more into the band and the songs and just paying a little bit more attention to the music in general, the musical aspect of the songs. So yeah, since there it's just gone to another level for sure.
Yeah. For me, I grew up in a household that was very 70s and 80s rock centric. So a lot of Journey and a lot of a lot of those bands. And Queen was a big one. So it was always present in my life growing up. But similar to you, when the movie came out, Bohemian Rhapsody in 2018, that was I'm not a huge fan of that movie personally, but the music, it clicked, it made me a super fan. So I had a really heavy Queen phase right after that movie came out because I just loved the music so much. So yeah, very similar story there. Historically, Queen. I did a little bit of research, not super extensive, but I wanted to I've got a few points on what Queen means to music essentially. The first one is they're not one trick ponies. They can kind of do everything in all the genres. So they do a lot of rock and they do a lot of heavy metal and opera and pop and disco and funk, all these genres. And they could excel at all of them. So I think that's a very important thing about them. I think another thing is their concerts. They made them a big spectacle and made them
for sure
a big show. I'm sure we'll talk about some of those concerts, but I think that just the Freddie as the front man, and the way that he performed and how he's just very big and very performative. I think that was a major thing for their popularity, just with fans. Something else is 4 songwriters. So all the members wrote songs, and I have a list here. Freddie wrote Bohemian Rhapsody and Somebody to Love and Don't Stop Me Now. Brian wrote We Will Rock You and Brighton Rock. Roger Taylor wrote Radio Gaga, Kind of Magic. John Deacon wrote another one, Bites the Dust, You're My Best Friend. Like, these are their best songs, and they all wrote them. Like, I think that's very rare.
It's very unique, dude.
Very
Because you really
unique.
don't see that a lot nowadays.
For sure. Nowadays it's like you got a producer that's writing the songs, or just like a songwriter, like a singer-songwriter that does it. But to have all hands on deck, and like you see in the movie when they're actually recording, they're doing all these crazy things because they're all after this mission of creating a great song.
Yeah.
And they're experimenting, they're trying new things and everything like that. I think that's a major one too.
I think that tells you like exactly why the band was so successful, you know, because it was 4 talented individuals. Operating as one pretty much.
For sure. And then one other thing, this is my last point on this. They have songs that kind of outgrew the band. So you've got like these big songs that we're going to talk about in our rankings, so I won't talk too much about them specifically, but so many of them have become big stadium hits or been used in movies and TV shows and commercials. Like, they're not Queen's anymore, you know, that's like they're the people's music now.
Yeah.
And I think that's also just a big part of their staying power. I mean, they started in the 70s and now we're still here in 2026 talking about them. So I think that's a big one. Next, I wanted to ask you about your favorite Queen moments. Did you have any like specific moments that you could pick out of the timeline that you think are stand out for them?
Do you mean about the band?
About the band, whether
or about
that's
personal moments like with
either
them?
Either one. If you have any personal moments with them, or historic performances or anything about them that you wanted to highlight.
Yeah. I would say personally, I mean, me growing up playing sports, I was like fortunate to be in a team that won a lot of championships growing up. So just like we are the champions always playing at the end, you know?
For sure.
It's just like the anthem of success in sports. And at the same time, it was just like, it just made you feel in that moment like if you were playing big leagues, you know?
Yeah.
Because you hear it in like every sports celebration that there is, you know?
Yeah.
So just a personal connection there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, some Queen moments for me, I think the biggest one, it's like the centerpiece of the movie is their Live Aid performance.
Yeah.
I think it's the greatest rock performance ever. I don't remember how long the performance is, but I mean, his performance of Bohemian Rhapsody is like knockout. Like, it is
so emotional.
So emotional. And something about the performance being during the day. Yeah. I don't know why, but it just feels like so personal to me. Massive crowd, like an unbelievably massive crowd.
Wembley packed stadium.
Yeah, but it feels so intimate and so like emotional, like you said.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably their biggest moment and biggest performance. So, is there anything else that you want to say about Queen before we get into our ranking?
No, I think we're ready to go.
Let's do it.
Go into it.
So we're doing a top 10 list. We both have our top 5s. So we're just going to alternate going 5 to 1. So why don't you get us started?
Well, we're going to start with my number 5.
That's right.
Yeah. And we're going to start with a song that I just mentioned, We Are the Champions. So as I said, why did I choose this song? Because it's the victory anthem. And I feel like I'm just repeating myself on this one. But you hear it after every big final or big sports celebration. And it's just a timeless classic that I think is just going to carry on with the legacy of sports and being champions, you know?
Yeah.
I really cannot see a big celebration where they don't play this song.
Yeah, for sure.
Or a big sporting celebration where they don't play this song. So yeah,
great.
That's going to be my number 5.
Nice. My number 5 is Brighton Rock. I wanted to pick a song here that like isn't one of their like isn't named along with all the greats.
I see you.
But I wanted to like this one's just a personal favorite for me. This came out in 1974 on the album Sheer Heart Attack. It's one of Queen's longest guitar solos ever. It's over 3 minutes long of just guitar, just Brian May going on the guitar. Brian wrote the song, and of course plays it. The song was ranked number 41 on Guitar World's top 100 greatest guitar solos of all time. Just thought that was an interesting tidbit. And the first time I heard this song was in another movie, in the movie Baby Driver in 2017. And it plays like a really integral part of that movie, as does a bunch of songs, but that one specifically really does. So I love that aspect of it. It's just on a personal level. And this song is weird. It's a weird song because it starts with like this carnival soundscape. So you're like hearing a merry-go-round and like a crowd like just chatter. And then out of nowhere, it just goes into hard rock. So it kind of catches you off guard. But that's, I think, why it works so well.
Yeah.
So that's Brighton Rock at number 5.
Move to number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4, we're going to go with Another One Bites the Dust. And what makes this song big for me is the bass intro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so iconic, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So iconic. You can recognize it just by literally the first couple seconds of the song. It's really catchy too, and has so many elements to it, the song, because you can hear the bass playing in later stages of the song, and you can hear at the same time the guitar and the melody of the guitar in the back. It just blends so well.
Mm-hmm.
And me growing up playing guitar, I've always like, I don't know if I can play too much now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know you could play guitar.
I don't know if I can play that much now. I feel like I'm out of shape on that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I've always like I feel like I've always had like a very musical ear, you know?
Yeah.
So I really like to pay attention to like melodies and things like that. So listening to that, and of course like Freddie's vocals and how he like shifts tone and up and down, is just like, it makes this song like a classic for me. Yeah. So that's why I'm putting it at number 4.
Great.
Yeah.
Love that song. My number 4 is Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Ooh, great song.
I love this song.
Dude, my dad loves that song.
Yeah, I love this song. This came out in 1980 on The Game. This was their first number 1 single on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Written by Freddie, composed by Freddie on the guitar. So he like wrote the song while playing the guitar. I found a quote, which I want to read real quick. This is from Freddie. Quote, Crazy Little Thing Called Love took me 5 or 10 minutes. I did that on the guitar, which I can't play. And in one way, it was quite a good thing because I was restricted, knowing only a few chords. It's a good discipline because I simply had to write within a small framework. I couldn't work through too many chords, and because of that restriction, I wrote a good song, I think. End quote.
Dude, that is so interesting.
Isn't that crazy? That he didn't know how to play guitar very well. Yeah. He knew a few chords, and he was able to write Crazy Little Thing Called Love. That is a level of genius that, like, breaks my brain a little bit.
And as you say that, I'm just picturing that in my head, just like, what was he playing with?
Yeah,
like, what is he doing?
Just figuring it out. It's unbelievable. But clearly the song is very influenced by 50s rock and Elvis. And I think Freddie has said that, like, this is an homage to Elvis. So he's a big Elvis fan and loved his music. But yeah, that quote specifically just stood out when researching the song. So yeah, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, one of my favorites, is my number 4.
Great song, dude. I remember listening to it a lot.
Yeah,
growing up, because my dad would play it a lot.
It's great.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with my number 3.
Mm-hmm.
We got Radio Gaga. So this one for me is just like, this song is just pure vibes for me. Just like, it's a massive stadium anthem. Yeah. You know, the crowd, how excited the crowd gets. But what makes it like more special is like, I don't know if you've seen the music video. Yeah. But the fans clapping at the same time. That's what I'm saying. This song is just vibes. Totally. It's one of those songs like, or that you would love to see in a concert, or you would love to see live. And I feel like it's one of those songs that is just an experience, you know? Yeah. It's one of those that no matter how much you paid to go into that concert, or even if you didn't pay at all, it's something that you're never going to forget in your life. You know?
For sure.
It's one of those experiences. But just also the message of the song. So how radio introduced people like to music. Yeah. That kind of like resonates with me too. And that's why I like the song, because growing up, of course, like Spotify and Apple Music and all that came up or came out during my later teenage years. But during my early teenage years, I remember driving to school and like the radio was all we were hearing, you know? Yeah. There was no Spotify, no Apple Music. It was just pure radio, dude.
And you catch what you can. Like, exactly. You don't get to pick what you're listening to. So you're exposed to stuff.
And if you cannot remember the song or remember the name of the song, remember a couple lyrics and then just Google them and see what the name of the song actually was. Yeah. So it was just a different time, you know? It just everything just felt more authentic. Yeah. So that's why I really like the song.
Great. I love that song. Like you said, a great live song. Great with a crowd. Yeah. Love that song. Another song that's really good with the crowd is We Will Rock You.
Oh, of course.
I think it's like the crowd song. Exactly. It's so iconic. written by Brian May, released in 1977 on News of the World. Rolling Stone ranked it number 330 of the 500 greatest songs of all time in 2004. I would agree with that. Inducted in the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2009. And Brian May wrote it specifically for audience participation. He noticed while they were performing other songs that the audience liked to interact and sing with them. And so he was like, I want to write a song that is for the fans.
Yeah.
It's for them to perform themselves and with us. And that's what it's become. It's become the stadium anthem. You hear it at every game of any sport ever. If someone told me that it was like the most played song ever, I'd probably believe them, because it's like you can do it at any time.
Yeah.
You can do it at any time.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Like, that's it. It's so simple.
Yeah.
Just a great song, gets you pumped up and hyped. And, anytime you hear it, it's just so effective. So that's We Will Rock You at number 3.
I feel like that's a song that connects a lot with We Are the Champions.
Yeah.
I feel like they just go hand to hand,
I think
like one follows the other one.
I think that was intentional.
Yeah,
I think that's
so
how
too.
they wrote it, was
Yeah.
like, we're going to build this so that you go We Will Rock You right into We Are the Champions. So it's like you get this full experience with both songs. Genius. It's just another genius thing that they did. So yeah, that's number 3 for me.
So for my number 2, I'm going to pick Under Pressure.
Nice.
And again, of course, the musical elements, the bass, the piano, the musical components is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
But what makes it for me in this song is the message of the song.
Yeah.
The message of just like how everyday stress and pressure can make society feel exhausting.
Yeah.
Or like if they're living like an exhausting type of life.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the times that we live today, with everything that is going on just all over the world.
For sure.
And I think that is something that Queen touches a lot, not only in this song, but in general,
Mm-hmm.
The band itself always like kind of like try to represent or try to like make a reference to
Mm-hmm.
something that was going on in
Capture
the
the
world.
feeling of the culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's something very interesting about this song too. The song is called Under Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And I already explained the message. But also, if you listen to the song and if you just like go along the vibe of the song, it feels like the song is building and building
Mm-hmm.
and building and building up to an extent where you feel the pressure and then it just dissipates towards the end,
Yeah.
So, it's just a phenomenal song. And I really like it.
Yeah. I mean, you got Freddie with David Bowie.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just like, what a match. What an incredible match. Love that song. Great pick. My number 2 is Don't Stop Me Now. It was released in 1979 on the album Jazz, written by Freddie. And what I found in the research of the song, what I found interesting was Brian May originally did not like the song. He felt like it was kind of glorifying the pop star, rock star life and that Freddie was living. And he thought that was kind of just a dangerous thing to put out there. But then over the years, he's seeing it at, weddings and parties and even funerals. Like, it kind of changes his perspective on it. And it's just one of those songs that you hear over and over again. It's been in so many shows and movies and commercials, and yet it's never lost like its power. It's a fun song. It's hard not to sing along to it. Just makes you feel good when you listen to it. So Don't Stop Me Now is my number 2. I love this song. It's one of their best.
Good feel, good energy, good vibes, dude.
100%.
I love the song too.
Yeah. It's one of those that it's just like, just pumps you up, It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's my number 2.
Yeah, and it's one of those songs too that I feel like you could hear in any situation,
Yeah, for sure.
And it's never a mismatch.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, my number 1.
Yeah.
And I think we know where we're going here.
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's the number 1.
Yeah. Dude, it's not this song personally like hit way harder after the movie. Of course, I have heard Bohemian Rhapsody multiple times before.
Yeah.
But after the movie and after like knowing more about the history of the band, it's just like, man, it feels like this song encompasses all of Queen's greatest songs.
For sure.
Like this song feels like all Queen songs lead to Bohemian Rhapsody, like the final destination.
Yeah.
It's such a musical masterpiece. All the genres mixed together at the same time, like opera, rock, the solos, dude. It's just phenomenal. It's like, I would argue and say that this is probably, it has a strong case to be the greatest song of all time.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
You're not wrong at all. I mean, it's so ambitious. It's such an ambitious song.
Yeah.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
No chorus. It's the greatest rock song ever.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
It's 6 minutes of just pure like different vibes in the song. You know how it feels like? It feels like the song feels like a roller coaster. Like if in every given minute you reach a certain high and then you reach a certain low.
Yeah.
It's just such a great song, dude.
One of the best. Great pick.
The best.
It's the best. If I hadn't given you the opportunity to pick your top few
you
songs,
would have picked it too.
It was my number one.
You have to, man.
It's everybody's number one.
Yeah.
But because it was structured this way, my number one is "Somebody to Love." Released in 1976 on the album "A Day at the Races." Each of my songs from a different album. I think that's an interesting note about just the breadth of their career and how much music that they made over time.
That's color of the game.
Yeah, man. So "Somebody to Love," gospel inspired track, hugely inspired by Aretha Franklin. And Freddie has said that he's a big Aretha Franklin fan. And one of my favorite aspects of this is Freddie, Brian, and Roger all layered their voices to create this like 100-voice choir.
Yeah.
So that you give it this like big gospel feeling. I just love the sound of that. It's just it scratches an itch that I just love it.
And the intro, bro.
The intro is incredible. He wrote it as like this. Freddie, that is, wrote it as like this soul searching song about a lot of things, but about loneliness and faith and the desire to find love, and that just makes it one of their most emotional songs. And then it's just beautiful. Like it's just a beautiful song. The harmonies are satisfying. Feels big and grand. And again, we've said it a bunch of times now, but Freddie's voice is just like,
dude,
it's insane how good he is in this song.
Another strong take. He probably has the greatest voice of all time.
Yeah, I think he's the greatest vocalist ever.
Yeah,
without a doubt. I think it's him and it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
and maybe a few others, but like they're the top two in that conversation. 100%. For sure.
I agree with that.
So yeah, that's "Somebody to Love" at number one.
Great top 10, dude. Honestly.
I want to recap it real quick. So why don't you recap your top five?
Yes, sir. We start with number 5. We Are the Champions. Number 4, Another One Bites the Dust. And it's crazy because when you read Another One Bites the Dust, it just feels like if you're singing the melody.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's got a bounciness to it.
Yeah. Number 3, Radio Gaga. Number 2, Under Pressure. And number 1, the greatest rock song of all time, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Nice. My top 5 Queen songs. Number 5, Brighton Rock. Number 4, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Number 3, We Will Rock You. Number 2, Don't Stop Me Now. And number 1, Somebody to Love. From We Will Rock You to Don't Stop Me Now, Queen's music has been filling arenas and bringing crowds together for decades. Now, with 27 Queen songs available in our Neptune music library, Neptune GameTime gives athletic programs the ability to bring that same energy into their games. Along with Queen, our library features over 60,000 family-friendly songs from more than 12,000 artists, making it easy to create the perfect atmosphere for every game, event, and celebration. To learn more, visit neptunenow.com. Now, with that out the way, I wanted to do a new segment on the show where we play a game. And today, we're doing a blind ranking. Or 2 blind rankings, I should say. I've come up with one for you, and you've come up with one for me.
Yep.
Who should start? Do you want to start? Do you want to do yours first?
I can start, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so we have, for this blind ranking, we have the top 5, or rank this 5 70s rock bands.
Okay, I'm ready.
And just FYI, I haven't put Journey because I know you were going to put it first.
Yeah. Before we do it, should I explain a blind ranking, or do you think people already know what that is?
Go ahead and explain it.
Okay, I'll explain it really quick. Essentially, Oscar is going to give me 5 artists, one at a time, and whenever he says one, I have to place it in a ranking of 5. So say he says a band, and I put it at number 3, then he says another one, and I put it at number 5, and then at the end, we'll see what my blind ranking was. All right, put that out of the way. Go ahead.
All right, let's start. First name, The Rolling Stones.
Okay, Rolling Stones. I like the Rolling Stones. They're not one of my go-tos, but I'll put them at 3. Right dead in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid. Second name,
Mm-hmm.
AC/DC.
AC/DC. I'll put AC/DC at 2. I feel okay about that. I'm a little worried about leaving 1 open, but I'll put AC/DC at 2.
Number 3,
Mhm.
Fleetwood Mac.
Ooh, I love Fleetwood Mac. Oh, I'm gonna put Fleetwood Mac at 1.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
do you love them strong enough to put them at number 1?
I mean, they're on our
that's true.
shelf right here. Yeah, I got to go Fleetwood at 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Fourth name on the list,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, we just talked about it.
Oh,
Queen.
Dang it! I was worried you might put them on there. I'll put Queen at 4. That's wrong, but I'll put them at 4.
And number 5, the Eagles.
I feel okay about that. I feel
okay about that.
I feel good about that. Yeah. So it was 5 the Eagles, 4 Queen, which if I did it like actually, it would be number 1. 3
Rolling Stones,
2 AC/DC, 1 Fleetwood.
Yeah. What would you have done different?
I'd go Queen 1, and then probably the rest the same. I'd probably just shift everything down 1, so Fleetwood 2, and so on. Yeah, Queen at 4 is tough.
It is tough,
but that's the game. All right.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's true. Good point. All right. For mine, blind ranking for you. Blind rank these stadium hits. Are you ready? First one, Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Strong one to start, dude.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
A good one, but not as good to be number 1 or 3. Number 4.
Number 4 for Eye of the Tiger. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses.
That's a good stadium hit. Number 3.
Okay. Number 3. Okay. Next one, Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes.
This is a tough one, dude, because either I do number 5 or I do number 1.
You put yourself in a tricky situation.
It's a very tricky situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the last song the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to put it at number 5.
Okay. Your number 1 song is We Will Rock You by Queen.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
I'm happy with that.
You played that one well.
Yeah, I'm happy with that one.
Yeah. All right,
what would I have done differently?
Yeah.
I would have probably swapped Seven Nation Army with Eye of the Tiger.
Okay, just those 2.
Yeah.
So you've got We Will Rock You at 1, Thunderstruck at 2, Welcome to the Jungle at 3, Eye of the Tiger at 4, Seven Nation Army at 5.
Yeah, I would have flipped the last 2. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Happy with that.
Yeah, that's it. You won. If this was a competition, you won. All right, that was fun. Oscar, thank you for joining this week. That was a lot of fun. I appreciate you coming on to talk about Queen. I want to thank Dalton for running the show today, running audio and cameras, getting us set up. I want to thank the audience for watching and listening. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Let us know what your favorite Queen songs are. Also, we want to do more episodes like this where we're talking about specific artists. So if there are any artists that you want us to talk about, please let us know in the comments. And we will see you guys in a couple weeks with the next episode. Bye.